freaking quit. Do you know the number one reason people don't see the muscle gains or fat loss results that they want? We simply stop doing the habits we need to. Honestly, we've all been guilty of giving up right before results actually snowball. Because it's hard to trust the process when we feel like we're giving something our all, working super hard, and results aren't building as fast as we'd like. But the cold, hard truth of the matter is, results are never gonna happen as fast as we'd like. There will always be ups and downs, always be setbacks. Struggles are a part of success. But that's why I wanted to share with you some tips to help you see better results faster. While we can't out-exercise or out-diet time, and there's absolutely no magic pill, there are things we can do to help ourselves get better results faster so we can trust the process and see those wins build. And one of the first secrets to success is actually to slow down. And I want to share with you a great story to highlight exactly this point. It's the tale of two woodcutters. Two woodcutters were in competition to see who could cut down more trees by the end of the day. The first was an experienced woodcutter, older in years, and the second was a younger, stronger man, eager to prove his ability. After about an hour or so, the more experienced man paused, sat down to take a break, and invited the other to join him. The younger, stronger woodcutter replied, "No way! I'm gonna keep chopping and I'm going to beat you." The experienced man shrugged and said, "Suit yourself." This pattern repeated itself several times throughout the day. Every so often, the experienced man would pause his chopping to rest, while the younger, stronger woodcutter kept chopping away. At the end of the day, when the two woodcutters compared to see who had chopped more wood, the younger and stronger woodcutter was astonished to find that the older woodcutter, who kept taking breaks, had chopped a significantly greater amount of wood. He said, "How is that even possible? You spent far less time chopping than I did. I'm stronger and I never once stopped cutting down trees. What's your secret?" The experienced man said, "Every time I sat down, I was sharpening my axe." Hard work is essential to see results. But hard work without direction, without intention, without focus is often a lot of wasted energy and effort. Too often, we just seek to do more at the gym. We restrict food searching for some magic fat-burning option, when really, it's super boring. It's about learning more and dialing in those boring basics. It's even about doing the minimum at times. It's about efficiency, not just effort. Trust me, if it was just about effort, there'd be far more people in far better shape than I am. People who train twice a day at the gym for hours every single day, while I train maybe 3 days a week, sometimes 30 to 45 minutes. People out there restricting their foods, eating only clean foods, while I'm having my cocktails and dessert. But sometimes we've got to stop trying to do more, searching for some ideal routine, and do less, really meeting ourselves where we're at. Sometimes it means actually including the foods we love or training less frequently, but it means actually adjusting to match our needs and goals. Because consistency is key if we want to see results, and sometimes that means doing less. What we often don't realize is how quickly consistency can actually add up, a lot faster than the short, intense sprints. So don't be afraid if you're not taking action, but you're actually pausing to assess and learn. Don't be afraid to pause and plan out what you're going to do next. So often we just jump right into something without considering the outcome, and we end up wasting a lot of time and effort with something that doesn't work. Instead, give yourself time to think about what's actually going to happen if you implement a plan or routine. It'll help you save a lot of wasted time and effort to make sure you're actually driving towards the results that you want. And then while you're embracing efficiency over effort, don't be afraid to embrace doing the hard. I've been guilty of this myself, trying to go around doing the hard, boring basics that I really need. And I see this often happening when it comes to tracking your food. And trust me, I get it. I legitimately tried everything to avoid tracking. I even tried the potato diet, which sounds way better than it actually was. I tried everything because I was intimidated by tracking. It felt overwhelming, it felt tedious. I didn't understand it. So I tried to find a way around the hard. But ultimately, all I did was waste a ton of time and effort trying to avoid what I needed to do to dial in those basics to see results. I held myself back for so long because I didn't want to embrace the challenging learning process. But there is no way around the hard, and I want to save you a lot of wasted time and effort. So instead of trying to find a fast fix, break things down for yourself. What's one small change you can make today that you can make right now? Can you list out what foods you're going to eat? Can you start measuring out portions of your foods to see how much you're actually consuming? The more we break things down, the less overwhelming they are, and the easier it is to actually create sustainable habits. But just remember, there's no way to go around the hard basics you actually need to implement. And then while it can feel like you're doing these healthy habits for so long and not seeing results, remember you didn't get into your situation overnight. Sometimes the weight gain, the deconditioning, it happened over years, and we didn't even realize the slow build. And yet we do the healthy habits for 3 to 4 months and expect instant changes. When really we've been doing the healthy habits for a very short time in comparison. We have to remember that as mentally uncomfortable as we can be with change, our body doesn't like change either. It thinks where it's at currently, where we've trained it to believe is normal, is actually normal. It wants to stay where it's at currently. And when I say we've trained our body to believe where we're at now is normal, I mean actually trained, because we get good at what we consistently do. And we've been doing the habits to create this lifestyle, this situation for a very long time. So our body and our mind resist the change. Often new habits don't feel sustainable because they're not what we've always done. What we've always done is what feels instinctual and normal and natural. So you've got to realize that when you're making habit changes, they won't feel sustainable to start. If you've been feeling frustrated that you're not seeing results fast enough, really take that step back. Think about how long you were implementing old lifestyle habits to get into your current situation, to realize how much longer you're going to have to go with the new habits to see the ultimate goal you want. So as tempted as you might be right now to say, I quit, think about how long it took you to get into your current situation, and then give time a chance to actually allow your results to snowball. Realize that at this point, you've always quit in the past, and that's why you haven't seen the results you want. Results take time to snowball. Maybe you've only lost 1 pound currently, but 1 pound will become 2, will become 3, will become 6, will become 15, 50, 80. And the more you lose and the longer you've kept it off, the leaner you're gonna look. But every time you quit, you go back to starting at 0. You doom yourself to keep losing and gaining the same few pounds. I even see it in my own photos from my photo shoots in the past. Over the years, my results have continued to improve. And it's not from perfection, it's from consistency over and over and over again throughout the years. There are going to be ebbs and flows. We just can't give up. We've got to keep moving forward and keep learning from our previous experiences. So as hard as it can be to be patient through the daily ups and downs, you've got to stick with things. Don't quit, don't give up. Focus on the efficiency over effort. Focus on embracing the hard, and then remember how long it took you to get into your current situation so you can keep pushing forward with the new healthy habits. So if right now you want to say, I quit, instead double down on the habits you're doing. Don't look to make a change, don't do more. Just keep consistent with the current habits. Seek to constantly learn to track your progression, but keep going. Don't quit. And if you're struggling to see the weight loss results you'd like, at the end of this video, I've linked to 8 common mistakes I see people making and how to avoid them. If you like the video, make sure to like it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe. We're posting new videos each week.